Okay, listen carefully. Today's topic is conversion of galvanometer into ammeter and voltmeter. This is our topic, right? Today topic is conversion of galvanometer into ammeter and voltmeter. Very important topic. Based on this, problems are very important. Conversion of conversion of galvanometer conversion of galvanometer into ammeter and the conversion of galvanometer into voltmeter. First, how do you convert the galvanometer into ammeter? What is galvanometer? Galvanometer is a device, it can measure the small current. What is ammeter? Ammeter can also measure the large current. That means we want to convert the galvanometer into ammeter. That means galvanometer can measure only small currents, ammeter can measure the large currents. We want to convert the galvanometer into ammeter. Then what is the process that we are going to discuss? For that, let us consider this is a galvanometer. This is a galvanometer, right? And the galvanometer initially, right, carries some current. It can measure some current. There is some range, right? And the readings of on this galvanometer is, for example, it is from 0 to I suffix g. That means maximum current measured by this galvanometer is Ig. Ig is the maximum current measured by the galvanometer. The minimum is 0. The range is from 0 to Ig. Ig is the maximum current measured by the galvanometer. This is galvanometer. Now I want to convert this galvanometer into ammeter. For that, what you have to do? You have to increase the range of the galvanometer. It should measure the more current. Then for that, you have to convert one small resistance, that is called as the shunt, that is connected in a parallel to the galvanometer. For example, this is the galvanometer. For this galvanometer, I connected a small resistance, that is called as the shunt, parallel to the galvanometer. Then automatically the galvanometer converted into ammeter. This is the process in which we convert the galvanometer into ammeter. Now this device will become ammeter. Simple it is. How you are converting the galvanometer into ammeter? Now its range. Now maximum we can send the I current. But the current passes through the galvanometer is Ig only. When I current we can send here, right? And here some current passes through the galvanometer. The maximum current it can allow is Ig, and remaining amount of current passes through the shunt. Remaining amount passes through the shunt, right? Now this there is one relation is there between the Ig and I, right? By using some multiplication factor, we can measure the I current where I is much greater than the Ig and I is the n times of Ig. That means previously it can measure only Ig current, that is galvanometer. Now it is measuring the I current. I is much greater than the Ig, that is I is n times of Ig. Again the maximum current passes through the galvanometer is Ig only. Previously it is measuring from 0 to, for example, 30 microamperes, right? For example, now also it is measuring the 0 to 30 microamperes only. Maximum we are sending. Ig is 30 microamperes. This is Ig. Ig is 30 microamperes maximum. More than that, if we will send, the galvanometer will damage. That's why what I did it here. If I connect a small resistance parallel to it, then when the, for example, here we are sending the 100 microamperes. Then out of 100 microamperes, 30 may be passes through galvanometer. Remaining 70 will pass us through the shunt. Then there is some multiplication factor is there, n value is there. Then by using that n, we can change that Ig value into I. Like that it can measure the I. In order to convert the galvanometer into ammeter, what we have to do, right? What we have to do? A small resistance called shunt. Okay, that is connected parallel to the galvanometer. Galvanometer is converted into galvanometer is converted into ammeter, ammeter, right? By connecting a small resistance called as shunt parallel to it, parallel to it. If we connect the small resistance shunt parallel to the galvanometer, then automatically the galvanometer converted into ammeter. Right here, see, this is galvanometer. Just we are connecting the small resistance S. That is S is called as the shunt resistance. S is the shunt resistance. Shunt means small resistance connected in parallel. That is called as the shunt resistance. Okay, right. Then let us see what happening in this. Then what is the value of S? How much S we have to add parallel to it? That S formula I am going to derive. For that, from figure, what we can write? From figure, this G and S are in parallel. Is it correct? G and S are in parallel. Then at that moment, what happens? The potential difference across the galvanometer and shunt resistance will be same. Okay, potential difference is constant. Potential difference is constant in parallel. Potential difference is constant means what is the potential difference across galvanometer? Current through the galvanometer into resistance of the galvanometer. What is the potential difference across the shunt? Current through the shunt into shunt resistance. Is it correct? Voltage across the shunt, current into resistance. Voltage across the galvanometer, current into resistance. Right? IGG equal to ISS. Understood? Here current I is entering to this point. Then IG will go this side, IS will go this side. Right? I want to find out the S. Okay, then but from figure we can write one thing. That is what we can write from figure. Thus entering current is I. That will be split as two parts, IG and IS. Is it correct from the figure? IG is what? Current through the galvanometer. I will enters. That will be split as IG and IS. Is it correct? Then here I equal to be write as IG plus IS. From that, if you want to write the IS formula, we will get as I minus IG. I minus IG we will get. This we substitute in above equation. Okay, then we will get as IG into G is equal to IS. IS is what? I minus IG into S we write. I want to find out the S formula. Then S formula is IGG by I minus IG. This is the formula, important formula. Based on these problems are there, right? Now let us discuss the few words related to this. What is capital G? What is capital G? Right? Capital G is the resistance of galvanometer. Resistance of galvanometer. Right? What I wrote here, potential difference is constant. Potential difference across the galvanometer, how we can find out? Current through the galvanometer into resistance of the galvanometer. Potential difference across the shunt, how we can calculate? Current through the shunt into shunt resistance, because potential difference formula according to Ohm's law, current into resistance. Here potential difference G and S are in parallel, galvanometer and shunt resistance. That's why potential difference across the galvanometer and shunt is same. Potential difference across the galvanometer is current through galvanometer into resistance of the galvanometer. Potential difference across the shunt is current through shunt into shunt resistance we have to write. Then after that, here we write I is equal to IG plus IS. From that IS equal to I minus IG we write. Then from this IGG is equal to, okay, ISS, but IS is I minus IG into S we write. Then from this we got this equation. Here we are writing the some terms related to this. Okay, first we go for the G. What is G here? G is the resistance of the galvanometer. What is Ig? What is Ig? Okay, Ig. Ig is the maximum current passes through the galvanometer. Okay, maximum current or current through galvanometer. Current through galvanometer for full scale deflection. For full scale deflection means it is very simple. That is the old reading before converting into ammeter. This is the maximum current. Maximum current, how we are telling, how we will tell it is a maximum current through galvanometer for full scale deflection. Full scale deflection, when you will get, for example, this is 0 in the galvanometer, maximum 30. Full deflection it takes when maximum current passes, then full deflection it will takes place. That means that is the current corresponding to full scale deflection. That means it is the maximum current. Then I is the, but it is also, right, it is a new reading current measured by the galvanometer after connecting a shunt resistance. Maximum current measured by galvanometer after converting it into ammeter. After converting into ammeter, then how much current it can measure, that is I. Before converting, how much it can measure? Only Ig. Now this is said to be new reading, new range. Okay, old range is 0 to Ig. Previously it can measure only 0 to Ig. Now it is measuring from 0 to I. That means the range is increased. I is much greater than Ig. Okay, if range of galvanometer is increased by n times, let us take the formula. How much shunt resistance we have to connect in order to convert the galvanometer into ammeter, that we discussed here. Now its continuation I am going to explain. That is, if range of galvanometer is increased by n times, if range of galvanometer increased by n times, if range of galvanometer increased by n times, then we write the new reading, then we will write new reading equal to n times of old reading. This we substitute in above equation. Okay, then shunt resistance, how much shunt resistance we should connect, that is S is equal to Ig, we write as Ig is Ig only by G, by I we write as Nig minus Ig. We can common the Ig in the denominator, then we will get the next equation like this. Igg by n minus 1 into Ig. This will cancel, and finally we are getting the G by n minus 1, right? Then here we got equation, final formula, that is S is equal to G by n minus 1. This is what is this? Okay, right? In order to increase the range of galvanometer by n times, then how much shunt resistance we should connect? S is what it here? S is the shunt resistance, right? This is the formula for the shunt resistance, right? That we should connect to a galvanometer in order to convert the galvanometer into ammeter. To increase the range of galvanometer from by n times, we should connect the small resistance parallel to it. This is important derivation till now, and we will discuss some more points regarding this. That is in the note we will discuss, right? In the note, we know from we will write some equation numbers here. Okay, this is the equation 1, right? This is equation 2. Okay, this we can take as the equation 3. Now we write something that we know from equation 1. What we write, potential difference across the galvanometer equal to potential difference across the shunt. Okay, this is the galvanometer, right? The maximum it can measure Ig current for the full scale deflection if you connect the shunt resistance parallel to it, right? Now this is called as ammeter. Now it can measure the maximum current. Now we can send the I current in that Ig passes through galvanometer and Is passes through the shunt resistance. I suffix S is the current through the shunt resistance, and I suffix G is the current through the galvanometer. Right, you see here, I will write some formula. I want to write IgG equal to Is formula we write. Is formula I minus Ig we write. Because we know I is equal to Ig plus Is from the figure. From that, if you write the Is formula we write as I minus Ig. Then IgG is equal to I into S minus Igs we write. We take Igs to left side, then Igg plus Igs Igs is equal to, we will get as I into S. Okay, I suffix G we write as G plus S, then that we write as I into S. You remember, I suffix S is different, I into S is different. This is I into S, it is not I suffix S. I suffix S we wrote as I minus Ig. Remember, don't be confused with the Ig, Is, I. I is the total current. I suffix G is the current through galvanometer. I suffix S is the current through shunt. We will get the current through galvanometer formula, right? That is Is I into S, this one, not suffix, by G plus S. Okay, this we can write like this also. S by G plus S into I we write. This is Ig, right? If you want Is formula, current through the shunt resistance formula in terms of total current, we know, right? Igg is equal to Iss. Then Ig we write as S by G plus S into I we write, that is equal to G is equal to Iss we write. Understood, students? Here what I am writing here, Ig formula I am writing. Then after that you can simplify it. We write Is formula we will get like this from this, that is G by G plus S into I we write. Understood? This is the formula for the current through shunt resistance. This is the formula for the current through galvanometer. Next, this is the first point in the note that I am writing the formulas for the current through the galvanometer and current through the shunt resistance. Next, I want the effective resistance of the galvanometer after converting into ammeter. Effective resistance of ammeter, right? What is the effect resistance of ammeter? What I am doing it here, G is the resistance of the galvanometer S is the resistance of the shunt resistance. We are connecting them in parallel. After connecting them, that the galvanometer converted into ammeter. Now this is said to be ammeter. What is the resistance of the ammeter? In the ammeter here we have the two things. One is galvanometer and other one is the shunt resistance. These two are connected in the parallel. That is the effect resistance of this galvanometer after converting into ammeter is, that is G into S by G plus S, because they are in parallel, right? Completed. This is about the conversion of galvanometer into ammeter. What they will ask the question in exam? Okay, they will ask the exam. For example, do you want to increase the range of galvanometer? But in the beginning, the galvanometer measures only 3 milliamperes. Okay, one galvanometer can measure only 3 milliamperes in the beginning. In order to convert this into, right, ammeter which measures the 3 amperes, then how much shunt resistance you have to connect? That is our question. And the galvanometer resistance they will give as 1000. This is our question. What they will give the question? Galvanometer can measure the maximum current for the full scale deflection is 3 milliampere. In order to measure, in order to change the, right, current measured by the galvanometer, or in order to convert the galvanometer into ammeter, right, to measure the 3 amperes, how much shunt resistance you should connect? Initially the galvanometer measures 3 milliamperes. We want to measure it 3 amperes. For that, how much shunt resistance you should connect? That is our question. Shunt resistance formula, you know, IgG by I minus Ig, right? How much you should connect parallel to it? Because in order to convert the galvanometer into ammeter, we should connect parallelly some small resistance. Then that you can calculate from this, right? That means just by simply by connecting a small resistance called as shunt parallel to the galvanometer converted into ammeter. And what is the formula for the small resistance? That the formula we derived, S is equal to IgG by I minus Ig, or S is equal to G by N minus 1. And later, if anybody asks that I current is entering into the ammeter, how much current passes through the galvanometer and how much current passes through the shunt resistance, that we can calculate by using note point. In the note I derived the formula for Ig and Is. Okay, and what is the total resistance of the galvanometer? That is a Gs by G plus S. This is about conversion of galvanometer into ammeter. And the last topic, that is next one, is the conversion of galvanometer into voltmeter. Then with that our fourth chapter. Next topic is conversion of galvanometer into voltmeter. Right? Previously we converted the galvanometer into ammeter. Now we want to convert the galvanometer into voltmeter. Conversion of galvanometer into voltmeter. Actually, the galvanometer can measure the small currents and small voltages also. Galvanometer can measure the small current and small voltages also. Now what I want to do, I want to convert the galvanometer into voltmeter. For that, what we have to do, right? Let us see the galvanometer first. This is the galvanometer. Very important topic, students. This is the galvanometer. The galvanometer can measure the maximum current is Ig. Okay. Ig is what? Ig is what? Current measured by the galvanometer for full scale deflection. Full scale deflection, when it will comes? When maximum current passes through it, full scale deflection, full turn will comes in the meter. Meter is showing like these readings. Full turn when it will comes, full scale deflection, full deflection when it will comes. It will comes when maximum current passes through it. Current measured by galvanometer. Current measured by galvanometer for full scale deflection. For full scale deflection. Okay, right. Now this is current measured by the galvanometer for full scale deflection is Ig. This is galvanometer. Now what I want to do, right? I want to know the voltage measured by the galvanometer. How much voltage it can measure maximum. V suffix G, voltage measured by the galvanometer. That is equal to current through the galvanometer into resistance of the galvanometer. This is old reading or maximum voltage. Why we are telling old reading? Before converting the galvanometer into voltmeter, the voltage measured by it is Vg. Before converting this is alone, galvanometer alone, it is measuring the Vg voltage. Vg is the Ig into G, that is the old reading. Maximum voltage measured by galvanometer before converting into voltmeter. Galvanometer measures a small current and small voltage also. Now I want to convert this to measure large voltage. What I have to do? What is G at here? G is the resistance of galvanometer. Resistance of galvanometer. Let us see here what I have to do it here. In order to convert the galvanometer into voltmeter, we have to connect a high resistance parallel to it. We have to connect high resistance in parallel. Sorry, not in parallel, sorry, series. Okay, we have to convert galvanometer into voltmeter by connecting high resistance in series. Okay, the current passes through the galvanometer is again Ig only maximum, right? Now the voltage, total voltage, the new voltage is V, not Vg, because here the two things are there. One is galvanometer is there, across the galvanometer voltage is Vg, across the resistance is V suffix R. Total voltage is increased. Total voltage is increased. Okay, right. Now this is the voltmeter and this is the galvanometer. How do you convert the galvanometer into voltmeter? In one word answer we have to give by connecting high resistance in series to the galvanometer. In one sentence we write. Right, let us see. Let us write the terms. What is V in this? What is V? What is V? V is the new reading or the new voltage. Okay, new maximum voltage. Maximum voltage measured by galvanometer after converting into voltmeter. Okay, after converting into voltmeter the new reading is V. Now we write like this. R is what? R is the high resistance. Is it right? High resistance. Now we write one sentence. How we convert the galvanometer into voltmeter? Galvanometer converted into voltmeter by connecting a high resistance by connecting high resistance in series to it. If we connect the high resistance in series to the galvanometer converted into voltmeter. Very simple it is. This is galvanometer. This is galvanometer. This is converted into voltmeter by connecting a high resistance in series. Right. Look at here. Now it is the we are converting the galvanometer into voltmeter by connecting high resistance in series. This is the galvanometer that we are connecting into voltmeter by connecting high resistance in series. Then how much high resistance we should connect in the series? Okay, look at here very carefully. Ig current we are sending. Here we write one thing, that from figure the new voltage measured by it is V. That the new voltage we write is, that is Vg is the voltage measured across the galvanometer, and V suffix R is the voltage measured across the resistance. Now from figure we write one thing. We write as V is equal to V suffix G plus V suffix R we write. What is V suffix G? Voltage across the galvanometer. We write as current through galvanometer into distance of the galvanometer. What is V suffix R? Current through the galvanometer into distance of the galvanometer. Because potential difference formula is अभी अर्जेंट है क्या? हाँ सोच रहे तो उसको सर का काम है, इसको पढ़ना है ना, कल साइन करके देना है। उसका तो इतना नहीं जानते हैं, ये होगा तो पैसे दे के इमीडिएटली लेटर कर रहे थे सर। फिर आपको ही देना है, आपको दीजिए। Look at here, total voltage V is equal to, we got it as IgG plus IgR. Then here we can common the IG of G plus R we will get. Okay. Then from this we will get like this. That is P by Ig is equal to G plus R we write. Okay. And here we write R formula as P by Ig minus G we write. Okay, this is the formula for the resistance that we should connect in series in order to convert the galvanometer into voltmeter. Okay, and let us consider if the range of galvanometer is increased by n times. If the range of galvanometer is increased by n times, if range of galvanometer is increased by n times, Okay, then that means initial final starting it can measure voltage only Vg. Now it is measuring the V. That is the new voltage measured is more than the old voltage, right? The new reading measured by the voltmeter is the V. After converting the galvanometer into voltmeter, it measure V. Initially it will measure only Vg. Now the reading is increased by n times, right? That is n is equal to V by Vg. Here from above formula, this we can consider as equation 1. From that formula we write like this: R is equal to V by Ig we got here. We do one thing, that is the voltage across galvanometer also we write here. Okay, what we can write the Ig formula. But we know one more thing, that is Vg is equal to Ig into G. From that Ig is equal to we write as Vg by G we write. Okay, we do little changes we will do in the derivation. Same thing, but the steps I will write little change. Okay, but I will write it here first. But we know one thing, voltage across the galvanometer is Vg is equal to Ig into G. This I substitute in above equation. That is Ig is equal to we will get as Vg by G. This you substitute in above equation. Then we will get as R by Ig we write as V suffix G by G minus G we will get. And this we will get as V by V suffix G into capital G minus G. Here we can common the G at here. G into V by Vg minus 1, right? R is equal to this formula we will get. What I am doing that this is equation 2. If the range of galvanometer is increased by n times, that means what happens? Vg is the old reading measured by the galvanometer, and V is the new reading measured by the galvanometer after converting it into voltmeter. Then the voltage range is increased by n times. That means new range equal to n times of old range. This we substitute in above equation. Then we will get R is equal to G into P we write as NVG by G minus 1. Then we will get as R is equal to G into N minus 1 or N minus 1 into G we can write. Okay. In order to convert the galvanometer into voltmeter, we have to connect a series resistance, right? We have to connect a resistance in series. You see this conversion of galvanometer into voltmeter. This is the galvanometer. It can measure Vg voltage, Vg formula, current into resistance, Ig into G. Now we want to measure more voltage. How you will get more voltage? If you connect in series, the voltage is added. That's why we connecting the high resistance in series to the galvanometer. It is converted into voltmeter. High resistance are connected in series, right? Then at the moment voltage across galvanometer is Vg. Now voltage across resistance is added. The total voltage is Vg plus Vr. Voltage across galvanometer plus voltage across resistance. Because previously only galvanometer is there. Total voltage Vg. Now along with the galvanometer resistance is there. That's why the resistance voltage also added in the series, right? Now the total voltage is increased. Then the total voltage we write as voltage across galvanometer plus voltage across resistance. Voltage across galvanometer is the current into resistance. Voltage across resistance is the current into resistance that we got here. From that we derived the formula for the resistance. How much resistance we should connect in series to the galvanometer in order to convert that galvanometer into voltmeter. That formula we got it here. Later, Vg formula we know Igg, right? Vg formula how we know Igg? because previously before converting the galvanometer into voltmeter, you see this is the voltage, that is the current into resistance. From the galvanometer diagram you see left side diagram, voltage across galvanometer equal to current through galvanometer into resistance, that we substitute. Here we got R formula V by Ig minus G, and Vg formula we write as Igg. From that Ig equal to Vg by G, that you substitute in above equation, and finally we got this equation. And range of galvanometer increased by n times. V is the new reading, Vg is the old reading. New reading equal to n times of old reading. Then here we write nVg, V replaced with nVg, and we simplify this, we'll get this equation, right? And the note point, one note point. What is the effect resistance of voltmeter after converting into effective resistance? Effective resistance, right, of voltmeter. When we convert the galvanometer into voltmeter, then what is its effective resistance from the figure? That I want to know. Can anyone tell what is the effect resistance, right, after converting the galvanometer into voltmeter? You see very carefully. This is galvanometer. Now the galvanometer converted into voltmeter just by connecting a high resistance in series. Then what is the total resistance, effective resistance of the voltmeter? This resistance I want. Total resistance of the voltmeter. This is the galvanometer. If the series resistance connected through the galvanometer, then it is converted into voltmeter automatically. Then what is the resistance of the voltmeter? What is the resistance of the galvanometer after converting into voltmeter? Can anyone? Anyone says? Yes, hello, tell me. Resistance. Yes, effect resistance. Don't know. Bus. R and G are in series. Then R plus G. Simple it is. Effect resistance is R plus G. R is the high resistance, G is the galvanometer resistance. Both are in series, that's well. Adding. Simple it is. Okay, for the simple also you are not giving the answers. Huh? Let us go for the one or two problems based on this. There is one question I will write here. You try to solve it. Question 1. A galvanometer has a resistance, galvanometer has a resistance of 15 ohm and the meter galvanometer shows full scale deflection for a current of 4 milliampere. How will you convert how will you convert the galvanometer into ammeter of range 0 to 6 ampere? This is one question. If anybody try means you can try it. Okay. Right, and what are the values they give in the question? Question number 2, I will write, you process it. A galvanometer, very important problems. A galvanometer coil has a resistance of 12 ohm, and the meter shows full scale deflection for a current of 3 milliampere. How will you convert galvanometer into voltmeter of range 0 to 18 volt? Right. Anybody got answer for the first question? What they gave in the question, first we have to write. What they gave in the question. If anybody got answer, you tell me. Anybody got? Or no need to go for the answer. Just give me the values that they gave. Okay, let's go for the solution. What they gave? Galvanometer resistance G 15 ohm and full scale deflection for the current, that is Ig. Maximum current measured by it is 4 milliampere, 4 into 10 to the power of minus 3 ampere. What they are asking? How do you convert the galvanometer into ammeter? It can measure maximum current how much? Before converting the galvanometer into ammeter, this galvanometer has the resistance 15. Galvanometer shows the maximum current 4 milliampere. But after converting the galvanometer into ammeter, it can measure the maximum current 6 amperes. 0 to 6 means maximum 6. Then how you convert? By connecting? How? Tell me. By connecting center resistance in what? By connecting that center resistance formula we know IgG by I minus Ig. Is it correct? Yes sir. You use the formula Ig is what? Ig is what? 4 into 10 to the power of minus 3. G is what? 15. I minus Ig. I is what? 6. Minus Ig is what? 4 into 10 to the power of minus 3. You simplify it. 60 into 10 to the power of minus 3 by this one is nearly equal to 10 into 10 to the power of minus 3 ohm. Here data is 10 milli ohm. By connecting 10 milli ohm parallel to galvanometer, completed answer. Next, what about the solution of this one? Resistance galvanometer they gave 12 ohm. Galvanometer coil has the resistance. Full scale deflection current they gave. Galvanometer full scale deflection current is Ig 3 milliampere. Convert into amperes. The question is that how will you convert the galvanometer into voltmeter? That voltage, maximum voltage is they gave 18 volt. How you will convert in volt into voltmeter? For that series resistance we should connect. Series resistance formula is what? V by Ig minus G. Is it correct? What is the new voltage? 18. Maximum current 3 into 10 to the power of minus 3 minus G value 12. Then 18 in 6 ja 3 6 ja 6000 minus 12. What you are getting? 5000. 9 9. $88 5988 huh? 5988 pounds. By connecting 5988 ohms in series to galvanometer, we connect galvanometer into voltmeter. Completed. Once again you watch it, I will upload, and this video is also there in the YouTube. Okay, you practice it, watch it. Okay, you can leave the class.